command energy detected. Ground base up ahead.
I wonder what the doctor really
We
meant.
must capture him first. Let's go.
Salutations everybody, VicMonado here. Welcome to part 4 of Sonic Heroes, the Let's Play. Today's episode, we're going to be in Rail Canyon, which I wrongly said was going to be the horror-themed level last time. According to the menu, we're 42% ways through the storyline, which means actually, since I'm not going to be showing obviously every team's storyline, at least in their entirety, we were actually kind of close. I wanted to get those rings. Anyway, we're actually quite far into the game. To my knowledge, since we're on episode 4 right now, if I was to not bother showing any of the other team, and let's just say I had one supplementary episode for that, we will be finished this. It's been about 9 episodes altogether, so pretty efficient, I think. If I counted the levels right, unlike last time where I completely messed up what was going through the order, because to me the Ghost Mansion felt like it would be. This felt like it was closer to endgame, but not. Anyway, this is the level that's themed a bit more around rail grinding, which we haven't done too much of in the previous stages. 3D Sonic games really do favour the rail grinding sort of stages, and does it kind of hold up well in this? Well, so far so good actually, so I actually don't want this. So far so good actually. I do know for a fact that they kind of perfect the rail grinding, like I said very briefly last time, when it comes to the next Shadow the Hedgehog game. Which is technically the next game in the series. Next main series game anyway. And that's basically due to, if you remember my Sonic Adventure 2 Let's Play, there are many incidents in which you can easily just suicide yourself. You can easily just suicide yourself when you're trying to switch rails, and that's mainly because they've mapped the button for jumping off the rails as the same one you would use to switch rails, when really they're completely two separate commands really, because sometimes you'll accidentally hop off, then sometimes you'll accidentally not want to hop and you'll actually just want to switch rails. And I think this actually does come into play when you're trying to do like rankings, you know, because they rank you based on how stylishly you play the game, and that must have hurt. I think I just homing attacked with what looks like barbed wire there. You know, like that would probably hurt more than just bumping into these very like rounded looking robots sometimes. You know, if I walk into these robots, I'm going to get more to happen than if I homing attack into barbed wire. But anyway,
Naturally.
I love Shadow's commentary there. I guess I'll just try cutting. What the? Oh! So anyway, what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by, I suppose, my terrible gameplay, I guess, because that was probably mostly my fault there. I think I'll just stay still and he'll land. Yeah, okay, cool. Right. What I was generally trying to say earlier on was that they do improve the grinding, because really those are separate commands, jumping and switching rails, and it does quite often lead to my, well, to mine and probably other people's deaths. I didn't even know that was there. But in Shadow the Hedgehog, they do switch it so that there's a button for speeding up, and a button for jumping, and a button for actually switching rails. And it actually does control a lot better when you're doing that. I think they also didn't do that just because they thought they needed to, but also because they also had the firing the gun mechanics in those games. So I guess even they thought that would be a bit too much if they didn't map into more buttons in one. I mean, I get it, you know, it's a simple platformer, they're trying to keep it as simple as possible, but there are times when necessary where you've got to figure, okay, maybe we should put some more buttons in there, things of it. And generally, oh, you see, actually the switching seems to work pretty well here actually, because I think depending on your speed in depending on your movement speed, yeah, cutting out a lot more footage in this episode so far, because I feel like I went a little bit too excessive in the previous episode, and we could probably do with a little bit less. Was there a warning sign there, you know, telling me to jump off there? Because I really didn't see anything. Okay, safe. Oh, I wonder what happened last time. Oh! Okay. Okay, I sure hope a game over doesn't start you off in Act 1 like because I've already managed to waste quite a few lives down to like 2 more stock left. Hopefully we can still get by with just that. So what I was saying previously was that okay, this is gonna be one of those sort of playthroughs at the moment, right? Right, I think I'm not getting good vibes from my current playstyle at the moment. Maybe I'm a bit too sleepy for this, but I don't know. I think I can clear the stage anyway, at least. Anyway, Real Canyon, this sort of world is sort of when it starts to get a little bit more tricky. This is the level I would have, when I was younger especially, considered. Yeah, this game is starting to not go easy on you anymore. It's not holding back. But I should also just try and compensate by just playing as well as I can, and we're going to do that from now on. Let's get a checkpoint. And then try and get ourselves towards 100 rings so that we can get another life, because I'm hoping for one of those so that you don't have to game over. In fact, I'm hoping really not to game over at all during this playthrough, though that might be impossible now. Indeed, step aside. Actually, I think that might be a reference to how when you're actually in Omega's formation, everybody is sideways from him. Maybe, I'm not sure. Right, I can't remember what I'm supposed to do here. These other trains are dangerous. See, if this was Sonic Colors, you would sidestep into them. I think you get something if you outspeed these guys, but I cannot remember for the life of me what you're supposed to do. And I'm also not sure if it's really fast. I know in Shadow it's definitely faster just to repeatedly tap the button to get faster. But in this one... Oh, okay, good stuff. Right, we're fine. What is Shadow doing there? Oh, okay, he circles in a weird arc. Gee golly, I wish I could jump like that if I was actually, I wish I could jump like that when I'm actually in control of him, just like, do this really rude. Oh, something's dropping bombs on me. That's very rude. Let's just skip over this entirely. Okay, and go as Omega, because we can. So yeah, Real Canyon, this is... Oh, the camera angles really don't make me feel very comfortable with this, because I really don't know where I'm going. Even though it's strange because we're on a straight rail, you know, it's a one-way track as it were, and you'd think that would mean that I should be able to just kind of play this without any worries whatsoever, but no, I really don't trust where this is going. It's flying over from the left-hand side. Oh, also in this episode, I'm definitely going to aim forward to getting at least 1 Chaos Emerald, and that'll help because I am cutting the episode speed length down quite a bit by cutting out all the deaths and getting back to where I was. So I'm really going to try and get a Chaos Emerald because I really haven't managed to so far. One way or another I've either gotten hit or died before I've been able to end a level like this, so I'm guessing I should tornado then. What's really weird as well about the camera here is that sometimes the camera just stays stationary while I'm doing this tornado, and sometimes it just moves around as if it's actually being moved by the tornado as well. It's very inconsistent how that works. Right, I turn this up to turn the fan speed up, and then we just whoop up here, yes. Okay, while we're on this, I'm going to make some corrections to what I say. That could have been worse. I'm going to make some corrections to... come on. You can reach this with a triangle jump. Yep, okay, cool. I'm going to make some corrections to what I was saying in episode 1 about... I implied that... oh, I've got to make a jump here. Right, okay, cool. I implied that you could only beat this game... Well, that you beat this game 100% if you did get all the Chaos Emeralds, now that we're on that same subject. But actually, that is not very much the case in this game. I don't know why I've said it that way. Oh... No, 2 dangerous trains. I think I should be fine. Okay, I implied that... What? I still have 5 rings left. Turn right? Yep, we'll do. I'm going the wrong way though. So he's the one who's got homing attack, so he's the one that's got an easy way of kind of changing directions. Okay, if I just do this, shouldn't be too bad. Oop! I don't trust it. Okay, cool. It's got all sorts of little tricks there I can see it's wanting me to do, but at this point in time I've already got an E rank, so I guess I'll just play it safe for the most part, and we should still be as good as new. So yeah, I implied that you can 100% it just by getting the Chaos Emeralds, but that's not so true. There is a mission mode in this game, very much like there is in the other 3D Sonic games, that you need in order to 100%. So every team not only has their regular get through the stage sort of levels, but if you go to the level select, there's also alternate missions. And they're all themed, you know, kind of neatly actually based on what the team's kind of main objectives are going to be in their plot. So just going over that, Actually, wait, I'll go for it next stage because we've already gotten to the end of this. Seems like when I really concentrate, I can get through even Team Dark story, so this is good. This level used to be a lot harder in my memory, and I think the boss here used to give me quite a lot of trouble too, so we'll get to that very soon. How many minutes are we in?
What's wrong with me?
What's wrong with you? Well, potentially, spoiler alert, in Shadow the Hedgehog, you could be a robot. So, that could be a thing. You could be malfunctioning for all you know. I mean, you don't even really know what's right with you based on the whole amnesia thing, you know? Annihilate Eggman's base. I couldn't really go full on with Omega's voice there, but, you know. By infiltrate, he means just completely and utterly destroy. Infiltrate kind of implies to me that you're sneaking, and in no ways are we sneaking into the space. We're just going the only path you could go with all the rails and stuff, and absolutely deatomizing it. But yeah, so what I was saying is every team has their own alternate. I'm just going to be very careful here. Oh, you can let you speed dash. Yeah, every team has their own alternate methods of actually beating a stage. That'll get you 100%. Whoa, that's very well placed. Well placed for the design, but terribly placed for a player who doesn't know it's coming. It's just a triangle jump. I can finally get around to saying this point, and every team has their own. Whoa! Oh, I had like Simon Belmont's disease where I was like going really far back after jumping, and I was trying to do that fire for a while ago, but like for some reason nobody was coming near me, and my teammate. Now I can finally get around yet again to saying that point about how each team has their own separate missions to do in each stage, and they're thematic based on what the team's main objective is. For instance, Team Dark's objective will always be to defeat 100 enemies in each stage, which is kind of, you know, it fits what Omega's trying to do in terms of like beating all the Eggman robots. And what's the point in this whole? I don't get it. And it kind of fits with what they're trying to do in terms of destroying all the robots, and you know, Shadow also might have that same sort of motivation. In the previous game, that Lightspeed Dash would have killed that enemy, but of course in this game that's not quite the case. I'm just going to Team Blast them, grab the key, that'll be my plan. And I'm very sure, because we're still early on in the stage, that I am definitely going to drop this key. I'm definitely going to drop this key before I get to the end, but I'm hoping for another cage as we get further on. Look at this gun, it's a lot more conventional than what you... Oh yeah, cool, yeah, I remember this. You get to steer left and right at this part. This completely defying the laws of physics, and I actually kind of really like that concept. You know, I wish kind of more games, more Sonic games did this sort of thing, and I'm just going to shoot down from above, making this a lot more painless. Whoop! I'm glad that this tornado actually sort of homes in on the enemy, but I'm failing, having said that, I'm failing to blow off his shield. I'm going to attack enemies very carefully so I try and keep the key. Right, he's been captured. That robot's actually quite big now that I think about it. You know, that he's actually able to capture Omega. What are you doing indeed? Let's just be very careful with our wall jumps. If you press B, you cancel off the wall. It's very worth knowing. I'm guessing I'm supposed to fly here. So yeah, continuing about what the other teams have to do based on their alternate missions. Team Sonic, which is also thematic for them, has to beat the level within a limited amount of time, which that makes sense typically for Sonic, since he's all about the speed. And Team Rose is the one I can't really think about why it would be the most, but it's quite 200 rings in the stage. Maybe it's just like that because they have their missions are supposed to be the easiest, as it were. So now we're on the trains. You know, I really do like the setting in this stage. I like how it features going onto running trains and then going outside in the base. It really does feel like we're attacking something. And this may be one of the reasons why I felt that this level was more further into the game, because it feels like you'd be infiltrating the base further into the game than... I mean, the next levels would feature like ghost mansions and a jungle, and typically I would see those as earlier in the stage than destroying a whole Eggman's like facility complex thing. I kind of like it when Shadow and Rouge... I really honestly try to switch... after all the effort I put into not dropping the key in the earlier parts, it just finally happened. Oh well. I kind of did predict I was going to drop that one anyway, but I didn't expect it to be in that way. I really don't know how to optimize your speed on these things. I mean, is he faster when he's facing away? I assume not, but that's when I'm holding B, so... Let's go with in a really weird, unenthusiastic way. this is a nice light speed dash. He does look like he has the aura in front of him actually when he's doing that, so that does imply to me that you can destroy enemies like that, and that's a really weirdly placed free springs there. Right, I don't like the layout of this, but okay. What does this say?
Looks like that case is being guarded by those guys.
Well, technically they're gender neutral! Okay, luckily that doesn't kill you. Oh wait, it's a manual fire. Is there any way I could manually fire this realistically as Omega? Seems like it's over there. Oh yeah, it's definitely over. No. Well, I guess I'll find out if the... Okay, we're now officially back to where I was. And good news, by the way. Turns out this doesn't seem right. Okay. It turns out that when you do die, no matter which act it is, it takes you back to the act it was that you were at prior. So it doesn't actually. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, wait. The thing I learned is that it doesn't take you to Act 1 like it does in the retro Sonic games. You actually go to the level you've gotten prior to because it saves between the levels. What is this? Okay, right, it's blue to red. It's a little bit of puzzle solving, isn't that very clever? You know, I like how he does like stop at the edge so you don't run off, but you know, I would similarly like it if they kind of if it was possible for your characters to actually hold on to ledges upon falling off as well. That would be a very nice touch, especially with the Simon Belmont disease that the characters seem to suffer from. I've managed to get the key by the way this time, just like you saw towards the end of that last death. I did actually manage getting that game over. Let's just try and stay up here, go as fast as we can. Cool. Actually, one thing I did, I noticed while I was on the way here that I actually kind of kept on overlooking as I was playing the game. As I kept on playing the game, was that actually I did kind of like one little visual touch, how enemies have these different exclamation marks and kind of different kind of statuses above their heads, like Z if they're not noticing you or just kind of inactive. It's kind of nice, you know, it adds a bit of personality to very vacant looking robots, so you know, I appreciate little touches like that they put into kind of the game. You definitely won't see that kind of blemish or nice touch in especially when it came to something like Shadow the Hedgehog or something where they were going for a really serious approach. Can break the floor again there, but we could also go forward. See, choices, isn't that great? Multiple choices in life, that's always the best part. Variety being the spice of life. Let's go on and mention further about the other mission types that there were. So I left off, Team Rose has the Find 200 Rings quest. Oh my freaking god. I didn't want to use that, I wanted to... Right, I promise you, I'm not bad at games. You know, it may look like the... Every time I get into like a commentary groove again after like coming back from a death, the game finds a way to kill me at the moment. I don't think I've got very good chi with the game at the moment, and I could kind of see that coming at the start of this recording, to be honest, but, you know, I still want to finish this level at least, you know, finish this stage as it was. It's a very good thing I decided early on in this recording that I was going to make these a bit shorter and just keep on cutting when necessary, because that might be the case if this level is any foreshadowing for what's going to be coming later on, because to be fair, I have played some of the later levels in this game. I think I've actually even managed to beat like one of the stories so far, like in my previous file. And it gets harder than this, so this is not a good sign of things to come. And I also may not get that special stage anymore because I don't know where all the cages are in order to get the keys, so that really is a problem. Anyway, back to where I was getting to, which might seem like a second ago to you, but it feels like a millennia ago to me. The other missions that the characters get, we're just up to Team Chaotix now, and Team Chaotix have additional missions placed on top of the missions that they already have, so it may be find a specific amount of objects, but this time you have to find more than a few of those objects, and sometimes it'll be something like kill this many enemies or collect this many rings. They're very specific missions, the Team Chaotix stuff. It's kind of a nice little touch actually, to be honest. They're more just kind of like the mission with this game. And when we're actually mentioning team differences at the moment... Oh my god! Is that my last life? No, it's not. Okay. Oh no, I didn't mean to click wet. I hate this. Why is this even a thing? Seriously. Didn't even want to do that. Okay, skip. No! I wish I could get the power! I know, and I'm still thinking this would look really, really cool if I wasn't so bad at this at the moment. It's just a really bad run in particular. And each time I come back to life, I'm thinking, oh, I have another chance of getting the key, you know, to get the Chaos Emerald. But then, you know, I always mess it up and get hit somehow or die. I don't even know. It's just not agreeing with me at the moment. I don't even know anymore. It's just not working out. But anyway, hopefully that was the last of the deaths for now. Just back. Explaining the other character. Let's just go back into guide mode from that. Explaining the other character mission types. I've already done that because I've just been thrown off completely. I mean, what I wanted to say is explaining the other differences between team types, and that was the team attacks. Because as you know, so far, I didn't actually look up what the other team abilities actually do again. So yeah, Team Dark slows down times, as you know, when you do the team attack Chaos Inferno. Sonic has Sonic's team does one where you're temporarily, as the bar is depleting, are given a light attack for Sonic. And that means any attack that involves Sonic in it is gonna give Sonic the light speed kind of like properties to his attacks. And these attacks are actually close to the same power as a team attack in and of itself, so he'll actually dash towards them at light speed, apparently light speed anyway, and immediately destroy enemies. So this one gives you basically an extra attack, which is really cool. What's not so cool is this? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
It's all over if you fall.
Why? What the fuck? I'm on the last life now. What even hit me there? I cannot believe this. This is ridiculous. This is flipping ridiculous.
I hate how Omega's attack makes him move sideways sometimes. Like, seriously, the way he moves when he freaking, like, does his attack is like, it's not... It's the thing where I'm doing Omega Charge, I'm not in full control of which direction he goes, and usually that's not a terrible thing. It's not a huge detrimental thing. But look at that! I wasn't even messing with... whatever.
What?
It's all over if you fall.
Fucking bastard! Fuck! Shit! Piece!
I know exactly what happened there, too. Somebody just freaking took one away, that's alright.
Okay, after eons and eons of deaths there, I think we're finally back to that last cannon. Hopefully I can now beat this level. I am on my last life though, so I'm not holding out, unfortunately. My hope has now been utterly crushed. Well done, Sonic Heroes. So what I was talking about before I was so... Hey, I got life ups at least, so... If anything, at least I got at least 2 more runs in me. So this go on. I'm just going to pay really close attention to what the game wants me to do. So I was going to say, the other team attacks that you could use that are at your disposal. Yeah, see, sometimes the solution to getting past some of these spots is actually just to not press anything, which is really weird, because sometimes it feels like I naturally want to press forward if I'm going forward, you know? But that actually makes you sometimes lose your forward momentum. I just don't get that. That makes no sense. Anyway, I can't... I'm completely out of air at this point. Ah, this is a checkpoint there. But anyway, other team attacks are different things. Please tell me that again. Huh? What? Is it not going to go up again? Oh, that's... Wait, what? You pull this to stop the thing from moving, but then when you... What's the point? Whatever. Wait, why is... Has someone... Omega been captured? By who? Oh, is he being squished? Is he under this... Can I save him? Can you... Huh? Oh, boy, that's what I get. Did I hit the checkpoint at least? I did not.
That cannon sure came in handy.
What the fuck, man? I hate this game. I hate this game. I dropped my batteries.
This is so fucking terrible. This is so fucking bad. I cannot believe this. What hit me? What the? really shouldn't be a thing. Why are you all the way over there now? Why are you behind the door straight away now? What the fuck? How the heck does that make sense?
Can I just go back to playing pinball? Seriously, this has been a really long run. You want to know how long I've been recording this so far? This is like an hour, and I've had to record it in 2 parts to ensure that nothing got screwed over in it. And I'm finally back at that checkpoint. Oh boy, do I regret even just tapping this checkpoint earlier on. It would have saved me a long time of pain. And I just don't know what to do, because sometimes if you press forward, you die, and sometimes if you don't, you do die. It's just... Anyway, I guess we'll just move on. Back to game guide stuff, because it will keep my mind kind of calm. Basically, Team Chaotix has Team Rose basically has what's possibly one of the most overpowered Team Blasts in the game. As I'm just gonna go as Omega actually, because I think I will die if I stay Shadow. They have one of the most overpowered ones in the game, because you'll find that their one not only destroys all enemies on the screen and everyone else's, but it also gives everybody an instant level up and makes everybody temporarily invulnerable. So, I don't know, you do the math, that's quite a lot of stuff. Team Chaotix actually seems to be one of the weakest ones to me, as it's all about rings for them, and you know, rings don't really mean that much. Having a lot of rings doesn't really mean that much, except for like score, since one hit and then you drop all your rings anyway, so it's typical sort of game fashion there. I'm glad I didn't die there, it was very close. Even the smallest jumps are now having me on edge at this point in time. But what their Team Blast does, it involves ring, as I mentioned. Basically, if you for every enemy you kill, you're given a random amount of rings when you use Team Chaotix Team Blast, and the same thing applies for while the bar is still going down after the Team Blast. You get a random amount of rings for every enemy you kill, so it's kind of useful. Those camera angles there are not, but never mind. Oh crap, right, I remember it now. So basically you're in this car right now, it's similar to the first level, but now for every character that gets hit, every time you get hit, you lose a person driving it. So first you lose speed, because I have lost Shadow. Next you lose Rouge, which will lose your ability to jump. Nope, I now have only the ability to. Next you lose Omega. And then finally...
Did you just see that? Did you just see that? What the fuck, man?
I don't even... So, I've had some pretty bad recordings in my time. But, you know, so I'm not really sure if this would count as the absolute worst, but amongst the ones I've done since I've restarted LPing, this is definitely the worst recording I've actually had. I just cannot believe how many times I'm losing this. Okay, right, okay, there's basically these tripline beams I need to avoid. I actually honestly thought those were checkpoints that I had to hit, but apparently not. So basically, first you lose speed, then you lose your ability to steer, which is Omega, and then you lose your ability to jump. So, okay, then you automatically die if you lose all 3 before then. So they have these really pink tripwires that to me didn't look like they were dangerous at first. I thought they were just like checkpoints or something, but they're not, they kill you, cool. And speaking of checkpoints, that's also a checkpoint. I cannot believe this level is still not over yet. I really need to get past the stage. If I get one more game over, I think I'm going to end today's recording session regardless, because yeah, this has not been very good for my chi, self-motivation for the rest of this LP, etc, etc. What does that do? Is the camera going to turn and show me anything here? No? What's the point in some of that? Or do I just need to hit both those switches in order to open this door? Alright, if there's any enemies in here, I'm just gonna... Oh wait, I can hold me attack. I was thinking of just team blasting them, because my patience is now up to here with this. And, oh god, this oh my god, I hope... If I was still recording with the Dazzle, I would have definitely lost so many frames of recording by now, because this is just going on for a long time. This is a lot faster this time. And please tell me this is the end. It is not. And yes, it is the end. Team blasting, because I don't care. We're all dead. And then we're going to have hopefully a much better run of the boss of this world. And there we go, here we go. I wonder what rank I got for this level. I think I deserve a consolation D, at least, just to kind of help keep me up in spirits, but of course that's not going to be the case. That level went on way too long, so far. Yeah, well, Gamma or Beta wouldn't even bother with this shit. Anyway, time for the boss fight.
We got him!
Capture him first. Then you can have your revenge, Omega.
Affirmative.
Ready all cannons! Open fire!
So, this is the Egg Albatross, which is really the Egg Hawk from the first mission that we did, but really just like on top of a blimp. It's got these different parts of it with different guns that we are trying to attack by destroying it with a homing attack, which is already a bad omen because, you know, I've been having bad luck with the homing attack, but it's just put that all aside and just start destroying it bit by bit, going at it really carefully. Of course, carefully I mean just by flying straight into one of its ripple lasers. Pretty cool. I think if I go to use Thunder Shoot, I can destroy. I can curse. There we go. I'm just gonna be very, very careful with this boss, because typically I try to beat bosses as quickly as I can, but I really want to end this recording today, and trying to go for this game fast so far today has not been a good has not been a good kind of play strategy for me. I'm just trying to get this one right so I can survive. Let's just go straight for Thunder Shoot, which doesn't work. Lovely, it's pretty great. And well, look how I instantly picked that up. So, okay. So this is the Egg Albatross, and oh my god, I am being just really, really careful. I'm completely on edge, and sorry if my commentary went downhill. I cannot believe it. I just cannot freaking believe this. Just adding a blimp is enough to completely rename it as a completely different bird. I guess an albatross is in fact bigger than a... Oh, cool. So if it gets further ahead than you, then I die! Last life. Okay. So, yeah. It's got different parts of... I didn't get hit. It doesn't count. It really doesn't count. This is not fair. I'm not even... The thing about the homing attack is I cannot control which one I want to really hit properly. Which part I really want to hit is what I'm trying to say. Can I please win this? What the fuck? I could not have seen that coming. I just went full rage mode at the moment. I just cannot fathom. I just want to kill that one cannon off it. I just want to kill those ripple lasers. Welcome back. It has actually been a whole night since the last recording. Since the last clip you just saw a second ago. Because after that last string of failures, I decided that, you know, it was best maybe just stop. You know, stick. I don't even really care. I don't care. Forget this. Come on. I mean, like, I'm just starting, and you know what? Forget it. Maybe I deserved that death, even though I totally know I didn't. But you know, see, I'm just trying to kill this gun. See, that's one of my problems with this boss is I'm just trying to lock onto specific things in the boss, and it just doesn't work for me. But anyway, I'm just gonna go in and try and explain things like I usually do. Just like that might help me overcome this. This boss is basically effectively split up into... come on! No! This is too soon for this. It's too early in the morning. Yeah, it's been overnight. I had a good sleep, and you know, because... Admittedly, yesterday's recording I was, which will look like a second ago to you, was, after a work shift I'd done, basically. So I guess I was a little bit tired, but at the same time... I mean, if you can tell from my voice, I guess, already in the video, I think it's kind of obvious, but, you know, I was kind of tired, so I thought that maybe that might have been affecting my playing, but really, honestly, I was trying as best as I possibly could. I'm going straight for the wave cannons, though, because those are kind of the biggest threat. They're the same attack that the frogs use, so, not frogs, turtles use. I guess I'll just go for the side turbines as well. There's one gun beam, there's one ripple beam. I'm just going to stay up here. You're basically better off in these kind of games, just kind of sticking to your homing attack, sticking to your guns, and just kind of... I'm going to keep on going forward until I can get more rings, though, for the moment, because at the moment... I already knew that I was like one hit away from death there, but you know, like, that's cool. I don't even care. I don't even care. It's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna, as my flatmate would say, okay, let's not jump in any kind of direction that kind of skews the game to kind of make any biased decisions. Kind of strange. They kind of render the power-up orbs there before rendering the enemies. I guess it's just sort of... God, goodness knows if I know exactly how that makes this game more efficient. My faith has been drastically reduced since then. I'm just going to keep on attacking the wing. Oh, no, see? Well, as soon as it switches lock on targets, that's when you need to be careful. I did like how this little battlement does have egg pawns on it as a nice little touch. You know, I like how Eggman's got a little bit of... Fuck! So yeah, this boss is split into 3 kind of phases. The first one, which I'm having the most trouble with at the moment, it involves destroying the kind of underside of the ship with those kind of planes. You know, that's what's keeping the ship highly operational at the moment. And, you know what, I'm just going to take my time. Just thunder shoot these guys. Because you know what, I don't have to chase you, Eggman. The floor isn't falling or anything. So, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to get all the power-ups slowly. And you can just wait there for me. If you really want to fight me, you can come back for me. Forget it. But anyway, this fight is split into 3 sections. First off, you're fighting the plane that's underneath the blimp. And then the second phase, which we'll get to, is which we hopefully will get to. Holy crap, this is dangerous. Holy crap, I do not like how I'm over a gap. Okay. No. I'm just gonna keep homing attack and hopefully I'm just gonna come back down. Cool. Give the game as little opportunity to screw you over and you will still die. But even then, just be careful. So, whoop, that was weird. I thought I should have immediately grounded quite quick, but never mind. So anyway, then afterwards it's going to be in just a simple blimp mode, and then finally, as you can see on top of the ship, there's the Egg Eagle from the first boss battle we had against Eggman. And here we go. You can use Thunder Shoot, it seems, once you've leveled up to destroy some parts of the ship. It will downgrade to the Egg Eagle, but what's important to note is that the Egg Eagle in this incarnation of the boss fight is drastically weaker. I'm going to use a team attack. Does that hurt all the parts of the ship? Oh yes! Holy crap, that is so good. Wait, why's the camera pointing that way? Don't let your guards down. Now I do know that that's into blimp mode. The only part of the ship that is vulnerable currently is the middle bit there, the propeller. I don't know why I was finding it so hard to think of what that thing's called on the ship. But yeah, the propeller is the only vulnerable part of the ship at the moment. And typically what I would used to do was I would try and homing attack it like I am trying to do right now. No, let's not do that. Is I would try to homing attack it, and sometimes it would end up leading to my death if I homing attack too much or too little between shots. But right now I'm going really smart and I'm just going to use Thunder Shoot because now I've gotten a lot wiser. And now it's just finally down to the Egg Eagle. Now, remember in the first stage it had about 90 HP? Now it has... oh, never mind. We'll get closer. Like in Lightspeed Dash. That's clearly intended here. It's now got like under 14 HP. I don't know how much it started off with. I'll just display that on the screen very quickly for you. If you really cared, but you know. What matters is that he's got a measly amount of life compared to what he originally had. And I'm really glad they have those to boost you onto the rails on like that. Like the boost pad that kind of like, as long as you're not in the middle, it hits you off the stage. It's just going to be very careful. I mean, typically you could probably beat this guy very fast, but I'm just being very, very careful because I've not had a good run so far. I'm just going to destroy... oh, no. Okay. Okay, that's level 3 Shadow. Everybody's leveled up now, so... let's just finish this off. No. Fire. Okay, I think a Team Blast should probably do this actually. Let's just finish him off in style with the Chaos Inferno. Now, I'm just gonna... now, I don't actually have notes written down, but I kind of like the scrumbling of paper. I've just got some trivia facts here just to fill in the void. Did you know Omega? Did you know Omega is like one of the few robots, at least in the E series, that's considered to maybe not have an animal that's powering it? And it's evidenced by how in Sonic 06 he lasts 200 years without with still having to be able to keep his power, which would obviously be the amount of time that it would take for an animal to die. So, do you know that? I'm going to put down this paper now, it's actually blank.
Let's go.
Ultimate life form data has been copied.
Annihilation of Valences. Annihilation of Valences.